today we are in Tainan trying this so amazing burger. And look at this, it's really awesome. It's 6-inch and I don't know how to eat this.
And today the 2020 the Taiwan Railway Bento Festival.
And today I'm in the Taipei Farmers Market.
Welcome to Tainan, the food capital of Taiwan. Today we're going to introduce you to the wood burger. They are making aboriginal style wood fire grill of hamburger. Let's go.
因为是要延续我们文化的就是文化
He wants to share and make people experience this wonderful way of cooking. One of the big difference of wood burger, mu hambao, is that they are using logan wood fire grill, and also this is from their Hla'alua tribe. This is the way they cook their food. This is the way they grill their hand, like the food that the animals that they hunted.
因为这个我们的面包本体它的颜色是黑色，主要是用那个竹炭粉下去制作的。那因为我们的店面的风格比较强烈，因为这种黑色的面包体搭配我们的店的它的那个风格会很强，就是会很强烈。又加上我们用木头烤的话，它的那个风格会再更加深客人对我们的店的印象。这样。它是用那个3层肉，猪肉，这就是整块肚的部分，然后自己去手切，然后切成我要的我要的厚度。因为这种厚度是研究很久才会用到这种厚度，因为这样烤起来的口感跟你吃起来的口感不太一样，是因为我们的面包的肉的厚度很够。那3层肉在我们原住民的那个就是社会里面，猪肉是非常基本的一个食材。那这个也是有意思说传承，就是说我们在吃肉的时候，其实不太需要用太多的调味去腌制这块肉，尽量把这个肉的原味以木头的方式熏烤出来，吃到最真实的原味，这样，这个才会。
This is the wood burger, right? Okay, so what do you think is the difference with your burgers? Like this is mostly like when we say hambao, it's like Western America made wool, but this is like Hla'alua wood burger. What do you think is the difference of that?
因为我们这个汉堡跟美式的
The burgers may be maybe thought that it's from the Western, but you know, what he is trying to emphasize here is that he is trying to introduce the Aboriginal style of grilling the wood fire meat, and also he would like to show that his char bread shows that it's a different one. It's not like the American style hamburger. It is the Laalwa style burger.
好的内容物除了我们的原肉。就以这个汉堡来讲说，这个是原肉，这个是。
So what he put inside the burgers, like he put the slab of meat on top, with the pineapple, fresh native onion. There's also tomatoes, lettuce, and mayonnaise. And also with the salad, they put the mashed potatoes below on the bottom with young bean sprout, yogurt, and mayonnaise. Jalapeno, so that if you scoop, you can eat all the ingredients in one. So would you like to integrate the local Taiwanese flavor to this hamburger, or would you like to stick to the Aboriginal style wood-fired hamburger?
因为台南人的口味都是属于比较偏甜的，那他们其实没有。One
of the things that he noticed that people in Tainan, they really like a little bit of that sweet flavor, and he would like to emphasize and would like to introduce that a very unique and authentic style of the Aborigine flavor, wherein he would like to live that culture and also share that culture to the people. So he would like to stay and stick to the Aboriginal style wood fire grill.
调味料去做一些腌制就够了，因为
I Are you going to open new shop like somewhere else?
这个店不太容易再开另外一
He wants to protect the flavor of the wood burger, this brand, and so he doesn't want to start a different branch because he wants to be directly making all the grill, and also he doesn't want to have that, secret. If you look at it, it's almost 6 inch, and I don't know how will I eat it and fit it in my mouth. Yeah. Okay, so the way to eat this burger is don't compress it. You have to eat it from the top to bottom. That smoky flavor is on that meat. You should try this. Wow. Lamb chop. The cumin is really good and the lamb chops are really juicy. You should try this one as well. Okay, and lastly, we will try the beef steak. Oh wow. It's really juicy. Phenomenal. We also tried the chicken. It was really juicy. With this wood fire, all the juice of the meat are inside. He has made the hamburgers as much as like the Western style, but with the original style of wood fire grill. So there's a lot of smoky flavor, the smell from the wood, and of course, we will try it the Hla'alua way. So we have tried a lot of burgers. I've been to 7 countries and I tried burgers from Australia. I tried burgers from New Zealand, even the first burger, which was my top one. But now, after trying the Hla'alua wood grilled burger, I will be saying that it will be my top 7 because this 6 dish that they are selling is my top 6.
Today, the 2020, the Taiwan Railway Bento Festival, just the 6th time, and this is the 2nd time and hold in the Taipei main hold station. This time, we just invite lots of the domestic past stop to join this. And today, we have the 30 partners in this kind of festival. We have one is the Japan, and also have the Swiss and France. This is from the Swiss, the Glaciers Express, the chain. And this house, the buses is all also from the Swiss. And this is the inside the meal is like a traditional Taiwan's the food. And this is the festival, Bento Festival is the Taiwan hold. So they want use the Swiss the bus to put our Taiwan traditional foods inside this to represent the Taiwan's traditional foods. Hi, this is from the French. Yes, it's just from the foundation of the berry, and it's just all of the buses inside just the sweets. It's from the Japan. It's the Japan Railway. We call this the Taiwan Railway, and this bento is from the Japan's Higashi sort of king. Bento. And all of this is the basi is from Japan, and inside we have the lots of the sushi. Sushi is made in Taiwan. Yeah, this is from Japan, and it's the Japan where we call the Ichibata Testo. It's from the Ichibata Railway, and this bus is only for this kind 2020 railway.
We are west part of Japan. We call Shimane Prefecture. It's like rice ball. Very delicious one.
We have the Taiwan Railway restaurant. We have the 6th restaurant in this, and in this one we also have the 7 special limited bento from this. And now I hold this one is from the Hualian's restaurant, and this we call the Youxiang Bento. Youxiang Bento, we have the buses is the very traditional LDR 2200. This kind of cost the module. Okay, this the bento is for the 2020 and the Bento Festival only for this kind of limited the package. And also we have a traditional berries like Taiwan railway spirit in this. We call it a pork truck bento.
During Bento Festival, we make 4,000 bento boxes.
Yeah, the bento is from the Taiwan Railway, the Taichung restaurant. And this bento also is limited edition and also just the sale only on this the festival. And we can see a lot of the ingredients in this. And you can have the salmon and it's the chicken. Also we have two kinds of the main dishes in this. And also have a little bit of fruits and tomato and something have the mushroom in this. And this we can vary. It's not only just the bento, also it's a very ingredients the bento in this. Taichung restaurant made it.
I just want to show my grandma's furong bento in the Taiwan. I want to show everybody this we're lunchbox. Have a meat, vegetable, egg, and logan, 鸡卷, and 酸菜, 高丽菜, 那个咸菜. I think it's very good because I find everybody is really, really good, and I want to learn more things from them. Yeah, I want to learn from them.
Yeah, the train is from the 1960 the years, and it's a very traditional kind of image. We can see that the train is the first day to open on this, and you see lots of the people just sitting there to eating these kind of dishes. And I also want to introduce these dishes very special for today. And these kinds of the dishes you can see as the bento boxes on this, and you see lots of the Taiwan's the local foods to make it. And when you just eat after this, you can tell this one, go back to your home. Yeah, this the future train. We have the special menu and special dishes. Wow, it's the metal box. The cover is have the Taiwan Railway's logo on this. It's a metal.
Today, the Emba Hotel created a special edition bento box for the Mingri train.
Yeah, all of these dishes, the ingredients just use the Taiwan the local foods to make it.
Here we are at the Taipei Farmers Market, where all the local farmers produce their local grown products, and very, very interesting, unusual food is being displayed here.
This is the Miaoli County stands, and you can see this is the seasonal fruit that is water pears.
The water pears is quite different than we know in Europe. What time of the year does the fruit be ready for picking?
This time, I think it's summertime.
It tastes a bit like apple, but also pear is taste as well. I'm just going to try that beautiful fruit juice.
It is made by the water pears and the white fungus, so you can test the natural sweet in this.
It's
Do you
natural
like it?
sweetness.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That it is lovely fruit juice. Probably needs to be chilled a bit in the fridge. The sugar content is very high, so diabetes, please be aware. But it is an ideal fruit juice, maybe also as a mixer in cocktails.
We are at the Hakka food stand. These come from the east of the island, and we also know as the cleanest place of this country. This is purple rice, and we make a triangle, and we for our known as the Dragon Boat Festival. And in the ancient times, we dump it to the river.
All
and
right.
we want to save someone, it's down to river. So maybe the fish will eat this, won't eat that one. And
Okay.
this have is, you can see egg and the meat, and also have some peanuts in there. And you can see it's not original rice, it's purple rice for
Right.
healthy.
What type of meat is that?
Pork. This is another kind of rice dumplings. It was included pickled cabbage. It was made by rice. It will taste be like mochi. Yep, it will be a little bit like mochi. And in this one, it will have mushroom.
All right.
Yep, and a bamboo.
Here we see a typical type of cooker for cooking the bamboo leaves which are filled with the special rice. I'm going to try this delicious food. The flavor of the meat is just fantastic. The rice is unusual. I tasted many Hakka dishes of the different type of tribes. You really need to do a tour of the tribal races in Taiwan. This one is very, very nice. I love it. So I only can recommend go to the East Coast and go into the mountains. Don't stay just on the Pacific. Go into the mountains and try the dishes. The local dishes in the villages are just delicious.
Taiwanese hamburger.
This is called guapao,
Yeah, it is kind of a hamburger that Taiwan.
and you fill the guapao with pork, cabbage into it,
Yes.
and then you put pickled cabbage,
Yeah.
and then you put some spices to it,
And
peanut
it
butter.
has some sweet.
Oh, and then some leaves. Mary here is tasting for us that beautiful Taiwanese hamburger. Oh. You like? He's finishing it very quickly.
It's a little bit spicy to child.
So here we are at a local farmer from Nantong. He's producing lovely, lovely fruit. I never had a pineapple which was as good as this one. The pineapple, it's really melting in your mouth. And this product also is being transformed into a fantastic juice. Here we are with Franklin, who has a coca plantation in Pingtung County. How did he get started in the chocolate industry?
He planted betel nuts during the betel nut, but the government told them not to plant the betel nut anymore, so they changed to cocoa.
I'm just going to try his tea, which is made from coca, is it?
Yes.
I can actually taste the chocolate part of the coca, and it's a refreshing drink. You very seldom and very rarely taste actually the nature of the coca plant, and that's what you taste in this tea. You could use this tea to make Irish coffee because the coca goes very well with the coffee. Mixing this into Irish coffee would give the Irish coffee a lovely additional flavor. So use coffee, use brown sugar, use Irish whiskey, and use coca tea.
This one is dark chocolate, 100% made in Taiwan.
100% chocolate, no sugar. I really, for the first time, taste chocolate without sugar. The farmers, they're good in making chocolates, good in producing this type of fruit, which is a chocolate fruit. But when it comes to marketing, farmers need the local help of government. So they need the association of farmers, and the government has to play a major role here to help to bring the product to the Taiwanese people.
Government is trying to help them, but it's slowly and not that strongly.
I suggest the government should put the money where their mouth is. The government told you to not do betel nut, to go into coca plant, so now they have to put up a little bit of money to market your product. Here we are with Dinjing in Taiwan coffee maker. The coffee is produced in Alishan Mountain. Most people know probably Alishan tea, but the coffee is quite unique. I haven't tried too much Taiwan coffee before, as there's a lot of foreign coffee companies here in Taiwan. But what I did try about 4 weeks ago was that beautiful Alishan coffee in the Alishan Mountains. And the coffee has quite a unique taste. It is out of this world. It's like we had early on with the chocolate. The same counts for the coffee. There's a uniqueness in the growing of coffee bean in Alishan Mountains. Very much similar to what we talked about the chocolate industry earlier on. Unfortunately, there's not too much happening with Alishan coffee. The product should be much more introduced into the broad public. Not too many people know about Alishan coffee. And I just hope that proper management and maybe again what we need for the chocolatiers to bring farmers together and to join forces and to produce their trademark, the trademark Alishan coffee. In the Alishan Mountains, it's an ideal condition. It's south, so coffee needs that bit of extra heat, which you haven't got so much in the north. So the coffee plantation needs proper soil, but it's the heat which is most important. And you find this in the mountainous areas in Alishan. So I would actually trademark Alishan coffee as Alishan coffee, not as Taiwan coffee. Taiwan people do something similar with the teas. They don't sell the tea as Taiwan tea. They sell the teas as their regional teas. So you have the teas in the northern part of the mountains, and you have Alishan teas. It is a bit like in Germany or in France with the wine region. You sell your wines to the region, and you should do similar with coffee and tea. You sell that to the region. So you sell your region rather than just the coffee as Taiwan coffee. It's coffee you don't get in any shop in Taipei. It's quite unique. The texture of that coffee is most beautiful. It would even taste better if you sit in the Alishan Mountains. This coffee has a little bit of bitterness in it, and this bitterness makes the coffee unique. Sometimes you can over-acid coffee, but here the texture is just, for me, it's perfect. I am a very old coffee drinker. I love coffee. The Germans are a coffee nation. Coffee in Germany is the most important drink, more so than tea. And so coffee is very, very important to us German people. How do you see Alishan coffee developing?
阿里山的咖啡现在已经变成是台湾咖啡业里面的一个
many
标
people
性。
start to playing the
如
coffee
果说
because the Alishan coffee is the famous
在
coffee in
世
Taiwan.
界
So
上
he thinks like the
持续得名得
Alishan
得非
coffee
常
will
的
be the popular in the national next year. So as he thinks, many people will in Taiwan, many people will notice that the Alishan coffee is good. So they will start to plant more and more Alishan coffee in Taiwan here.
If I go in Taipei, if I go into coffee shops, I very seldom see Alishan coffee. Some little shops you may get Alishan coffee, but in general you see coffees from all over the world, but not from Alishan. So what is your expectation, how you can promote Alishan coffee more in Taiwan?
你会觉得
Taiwan's they have many coffee shops. So but the Alishan coffee is the high level product. So if the shop is the high level, they will sell Alishan coffee. And they also have the Japanese people live in Taiwan and only sell Alishan coffee in Taiwan's shop. So he thinks like because they have it is hard to find it in like the 7-Eleven or something like department store, but it is easy to find in the high level shop.
Obviously, if you promote your coffee more often all over Taiwan, So you will eventually have to produce more coffee. Has Alishan enough plantations to produce more coffee?
绝对不够。以目
We
前
don't think that it will be
不只有
enough
咖啡，如果
for
说
when the
以
whole Taiwanese
要
eat, because
在
the
世界上
Alishan
流
has
通的这
just
种
not have the
产品的
biggest
话，
place
台
to
湾
plant
任
it.
何一
Here we are with a coffee maker from Taitung. Taitung is, as we know, is southeast coast. And the coffee is different, somewhat different than the coffee from Alishan. Alishan grows up in high mountains. In Taitung, the mountains are not as high, so the coffee grows in a much warmer area. So therefore, the soil is different, and you can taste actually this beautiful organic coffee. The uniqueness of this coffee, and there's not many coffee roasters doing that, is really using ocean water for roasting process. There's a few countries doing similar type of ocean water roasting process. They're Japan, Vietnam, and Korea. This gives coffee a unique taste. Takes a bit the bitterness out of the coffee. And it seems that the salt water, the salty aspect, gets into a chemical reaction with the organic growing coffee. Very beautiful. It extracts the bitterness out of the coffee. I just asked how much coffee they produce in a year. The answer was, it all depends how many typhoons are arriving. Because the typhoons are coming and they're damaging the coffee plants. So their production is very, very much depending on weather. The coffee industry in Taiwan is just like the chocolate industry in Taiwan. It's very, very unique. It's a product which cannot be produced in big masses. So as there's simply not enough land. Therefore, the product is quite unique and it can attract a high price. But they need help. They need help from government. Otherwise, they will just stay their backstreet businesses. So in order to promote Alishan coffee, Pingtong chocolate, please government help. Here at the Taipei Farmers Market, it's so overwhelming with Taiwan produced food. It's unbelievable. You have Taiwan coffee, you have Taiwan tea, you have Taiwan chocolates, Taiwan fruits. Everything is so well produced by local businesses from all over the country. You wouldn't see any of that in the supermarkets, and the fruit tastes just delicious. It's a much better system. So I only can advise everybody to support local product, to support local farmers who have it sometimes very, very hard to distribute their products, and they need all the help they can get. The product is just unbelievable delicious.